Now, the issue on immigration is a hot issue in the midterm elections, with Republicans looking to further tighten immigration laws. Now, how will poll results shape the future of immigration in the U.S.? Let's talk to Attorney Eric Welsh. He's an immigration lawyer of the Reeves Immigration Law Group. Attorney Welsh, good evening.
Good evening.
Hi. This issue of immigration has, of course, definitely fired up a lot of Americans ahead of the polls, either for or against it. Why has this struck a chord?
Well, immigration has traditionally been a wedge issue in American politics, meaning it's one of these issues that tends to divide voters. People have always had some kind of a strong opinion, not always based on the facts or reality, but people's gut feelings. And this is one cycle when we're seeing it taken to an extreme, because President Trump has used it throughout his campaign and his presidency to mobilize his base in many ways that are somehow racially motivated or not always based on facts.
Now, you did say that President Trump has been using this issue. In fact, he's making immigration the main issue, one of the main issues in the midterm elections. Now, do you think it could help the campaign of the Republicans, or could it backfire?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think it's a very toxic issue. It does appeal to his base, meaning that the core voters who really support Trump do seem to have a strong anti-immigrant bias. But there are many Americans who feel very strongly that Trump has gone too far, and that the hard-line policy is not always the most effective policy. There's part of it that just is on a moral or an ethical basis in opposition to Trump, and others who just think from an economic or basis just based on the reality of the world that Trump's position is not the right way for America to go.
On a scenario that the Democrats get the House, as some polls predict, how much of President Trump's immigration policies could be affected or changed? Well,
the biggest difference with the Democrat control of the House, if that does come to pass, is that it would essentially prevent Trump from dramatically changing immigration laws in the way that he wants to, and the way that the White House has claimed they have a plan to overhaul American immigration laws. And if the Republicans maintain control, there is a genuine risk that there could be some major immigration overhaul that would restrict family-based immigration, possibly put forward an agenda kind of like the end of birthright citizenship, something like that, where we could see fewer abilities to work, fewer abilities to migrate, the public charge ground of inadmissibility being strengthened to make it harder and harder. The Democrat control of the House, because we've got Trump in the White House, we're not going to see any major changes that would favor immigrants, but it would prevent Trump from passing any laws that would be extremely destructive.
So can we say that there may be difficult times ahead if the Republicans retain hold of the House? There may be difficult times ahead for foreigners to migrate or to stay in the U.S., most especially Filipinos?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think that it's an incredibly important election for a number of reasons, but definitely I believe that immigration is one of those reasons, and I think because it is an issue that does motivate voters on both sides, you're going to see, at least in my opinion, a big turnout in opposition to Trump from those people who seek to protect the rights of immigrants and seek to protect the rights of future immigrants to come to this country.
Eric Welsh, U.S. immigration lawyer, thank you very much for talking to us here on ANC.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Now, a political analyst here at home believes U.S. President Trump's nationalist and right-wing brand of politics will persist even if Democrats secure a win in the U.S. midterm elections.